Greetings, MBAP 516 Organizational Leadership students. This is Dr. Jaros with a video explanation for how I graded Exam 3. I'm providing this because, we won't meet in class anymore, so I don't have the opportunity to do so in class. So let's take a look at question number 1. Number 1 says, what is organizational rationality and why is it important? What part or parts of the organization are directly responsible for achieving it? Well, this is a 3-part question. Organizational rationality involves 3 things. Number 1, the successful acquisition of necessary inputs like money and supplies and materials from the materials markets. Number 2, the successful disposal of the products or services created in the market, meaning being able to sell the products and services that the production process makes. And then last but not least, the achievement of technical rationality in the production process itself, meaning operating a production process that is technically accurate, meaning achieves a product or creates a product or delivers a service at a very high level of accuracy and at a low level of defects or quality failures, and also in a cost-effective manner. Okay. Why is organizational rationality important? It's important because it is crucial for organizational survival. Firms or organizations that fail to achieve organizational rationality will not last long. Whose job is it to achieve it? It is the job of the management subsystem to achieve organizational rationality, because it's the job of the management subsystem to acquire the inputs, to dispose of the outputs, and to ensure the smooth and efficient operation of the technical subsystem. All right, let's look at question number 2. List and describe 3 of the 5 bases of social power. Why is referent power regarded as having the broadest reach? Well, the 5 bases of social power are reward power, coercive power, legitimate power, referent power, and expert power. Reward power is the power to make good things happen to other people, like give them raises or bonuses. Coercive power is the opposite. It is the power to punish people, to make bad things happen to people at work, such as demote someone or fire them. Legitimate power is power based in organizational authority. Someone has legitimate power if the organization has authorized them to make decisions and to supervise some other employees. Referent power is power based on personal attraction. Referent power exists when one person is attracted to another person, likes them, such that, in order to stay in that other person's good graces, they will be willing to do what that other person wants them to do. And last but not least, expert power is power based on knowledge. If someone has expert power, it's because other people believe that they have superior knowledge about a particular area and therefore are inclined to listen to them and follow their instructions in that area. The power that is regarded as having the broadest reach is referent power. And that's because referent power isn't narrow. For example, if I have expert power over someone, then they will listen to me and do what I want them to do, but only on issues where I have expertise. Okay? In contrast, if I have referent power over someone else, because they are attracted to me as a person, they're likely to do what I want them to do, or at least I'll be able to influence them on a wide variety of issues, not just issues where I have a particular kind of authority or expertise. So the answer is referent power. Okay, let's look at question number 3. What factors determine whether an organization should hire an employee to a permanent position or a contingent day labor kind of position? Explain. Well, this is from the Williamson article on transaction costs. The key concept here is asset specificity. If the organization wants a specific kind of human asset, meaning someone with firm-specific skills, skills that are valuable in that organization but not in other organizations, and wants them to perform, to use these firm-specific skills on an ongoing basis, then this calls for a permanent position, because employees will want job security to commit to this. Now, I'd be happy to work for an organization on a long-term basis and also to develop firm-specific skills, but only if they commit to me by investing in me and giving me a full-time job. Okay? And also, it works for the organization, a full-time position, because having made that investment in the employee, they don't want that employee to leave. So they will give them job protections. On the other hand, if the organization is trying to fill a position involving general skills, meaning skills that are usable in a wide variety of organizations, like the MBA skills you guys are learning in this program, and if the job is a short-term project, then there's no need to hire the employee on a permanent basis. They can be hired on a spot market basis, and nor will the employee want to have a full-time position either. They will want to keep their options open. Last but not least, question 4. Describe the formal and informal dimensions of a complex organization. Should managers seek to suppress or discourage informal aspects of the organization? Explain. Well, first of all, the formal dimension means all aspects of the organization that are authorized by the owners. If the owners of the organization authorize something, then it is formal. It is part of the formal organization. Okay? So everything that is official about the organization, all of the official rules and policies and procedures and practices, that are specified in rules, manuals, and job descriptions, that's the formal aspect of the organization. In contrast, the informal dimension of an organization is all of the behaviors and practices that occur in the organization that are not specifically authorized by the organization. Any behaviors or practices that go on that are not official, okay, that are unofficial, that's the informal aspect of the organization. Should the manager seek to suppress or discourage informal aspects of the organization? Well, it depends. Okay? On the one hand, some informal practices arise because they help the organization run more efficiently and help serve customers better. Those kinds of informal practices a manager would be unwise to discourage, because then he or she would be stopping practices that are helping the organization. But on the other hand, there are some informal practices and behaviors, such as sexual harassment or discriminatory conduct, that are harmful to the organization. And therefore, in the case of those kinds of informal practices, the manager should step in and do what they can to suppress and discourage those kinds of conduct. Okay, that's my explanation for how I graded exam 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this semester. I enjoyed having you in the class. I'll be posting the final grades within the next few days, and good luck in any other finals that you are taking in other summer classes. Congratulations to those of you who are graduating this summer, and maybe I'll see some of you in the fall in the International Business course.